Standing under the warm sun, Dora Elba Aguirre holds a poster with pictures of several young women, asking in Spanish, where are they? The picture on the bottom is of her daughter Judith, who's been missing for 1 year.
They were heading back on Sunday, but they never returned.
The mother says her daughter and 4 friends drove from Monterrey, Mexico, to the border town of Reynosa for a weekend getaway through the heart of cartel territory. They never returned.
In Mexico, they don't give us answers. They don't tell us anything. And we are here with everyone in the caravan to see if we can find some help.
It's a common story among the families. Their sons and daughters disappear without any evidence. Jaime Montagne hasn't heard from his stepson since he went water skiing with friends at a lake near Monterrey. He says they vanished, and authorities aren't doing much to find answers.
They don't investigate. The majority of the information, if not all of it that they have to investigate, is information that we've given them. As authorities, they don't do their own investigations.
Aguirre and Montagne are part of the Caravan for Peace with Justice and Dignity, a group seeking to end cartel violence in Mexico. Led by well-known poet and journalist Javier Sicilia, the movement is shining a light on the drug war. The group plans to reach the nation's capital on September 10th after stopping in 25 other cities.
So we come to tell North Americans to make peace together and tell the government, since their elections are coming up, to tell the candidates and parties to make peace together, or we risk losing democracy, we risk losing our dignity, and we risk losing our humanity.
Cecilia says he's lost his inspiration to write, but instead has become this movement's inspirational leader. Some are comparing him to well-known peacekeepers.
I have met Dr. Martin Luther King. I have met Cesar Chavez. And now I meet Javier Sicilia.
Motivated by the murder of his son, Cecilia says he's putting a face to the more than 60,000 people that have died during the war on drug cartels since 2006.
My son gives a name to the thousands, hundreds of thousands of victims that were forgotten, criminalized, re-victimized by their own state.
He says the violence in Mexico is changing the country.
The states are succumbing under the men of death, the men of war, the men of money, and that isn't a state.
Former LA cop Stephen Downing says the only solution is to regulate drugs. Not even a border fence can keep the violence from spilling over into the U.S.
When Nixon kicked off the war on drugs, I was the head drug warrior in the Los Angeles Police Department.
He says since then, U.S. gangs have grown from thousands to millions nationwide, enriched because of the cartels down south.
The seizures, instead of 2 kilos, are warehouses full, pallets full of cash, and tens of thousands of war-level weapons.
The U.S. portion of the caravan started at Friendship Park in San Diego, just a few feet from Tijuana. Under the watchful eye of the Border Patrol, people from both sides come together to have binational events. Separated by the border, families shared stories about loved ones lost.
Necesito que me apoyen porque me dejaron morir sola junto con mi hijo. Nunca recibí ayuda de las autoridades mexicanas.
Cecilia says he takes part in these events in order to bring peace and justice to the families that have lost someone.
What are we going to do for peace? Right now, we need to build peace. What are you going to do for peace? What are we going to do together for peace? Because this war is lost, and the people are affected by it.